We are at the West Virginia Outdoor Economy Summit. So we're sitting down with our new friend, Jeb, who's with Link, and a big sponsor, big supporter of this event. So what's going on? Tell us a little bit about the company and what you're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the roots of Link Transportation haven't gone back 45 years.
That long?
That long time.
You've been doing this for a while, right?
Yeah, right. I've been involved for about the last 3 years. I think I was like 25 myself. So I like that age math. But we're always looking to diversify, to change, to see what's going on, and I think in today's day and age, you just have to do it if you want to survive.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So a lot of work what we do now is non-emergency medical transportation.
Okay.
And we are constantly out in the rural areas of West Virginia. Like, we updated our fleet with all-wheel drive SUVs because we were like, hey, we got to tackle this type of transportation now. And so one of my favorite pastimes, especially the last 6 years, has been seeing all about West Virginia.
Amazing, right?
Right? Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. My buddy's got a Jeep, I got a Jeep, so about anywhere between 3 to 6 times a year.
People.
Oh yeah,
They got some
brilliant people. I can't wait till their park is up and going, and that's gonna be super cool. But we go off-roading, we go hiking, we go biking, we check out all the different waterfalls, we just explore all parts of West Virginia.
All right.
So I was like, okay, we got to help other people do this. So we take what we kind of already do, transportation, and we mesh it in with some tourism. We say, okay, what can we do to provide this type of experience for everybody else? And that's what we're working on now, and that's why we're here.
So 45 years of doing non-emergency medical transportation.
That's just one of
and it's just one, and then pivoted to say, hey, I'm enjoying this. This is an opportunity to get more people here.
Absolutely.
And that's what kind of the outdoor economy and collaboration's all about, right?
Seeing around the bend, like somebody said earlier.
That's exactly it.
Hook up all the mirrors so you can see all the way around.
And that's what I've loved about getting into this community is that entrepreneurial spirit to see something provide that opportunity. Because you're right, traveling the backcountry roads of this state, it's some of the best there is to do.
It is so cool. Like, sometimes we get to places and we're like, we are so lucky we got here. And how did we get here?
And I am so lost. So you're talking about trying to see all these different spots. Do you have anything to do with that in your vision for what's next with Link?
Oh, absolutely. So starting May 1st, we're going to kind of launch what we call Link WV.
Okay.
Twofold website. One, we want to tell people all the cool stuff there is to do in West Virginia.
Perfect.
And the second thing is we want to take you there. So we're going to have some pre-programmed tours that you can take. So if you come into Charleston, you got maybe some family members doing some stuff or doing some of the cool sporting events or doing a conference and you want to see other stuff in the area, we're going to be there. Call. Yeah, we'll love it there. So if you want to go see some waterfalls, eat at some cool hole-in-the-wall restaurants, if you want to go into Fayetteville and see what's going on there, grab some local brews, maybe some distilleries, head down to the Lewisburg area. All these little things that we've kind of looked at and developed over the years, we're going to kind of package up and say, hey, we're going to make this as easy as possible for you to do.
One of the things that we do in town, I think one of our buddies, Mike, started this a couple years ago, right? We've got the Greenbrier River Trail from Cass to Lewisburg.
Oh my gosh.
80 miles, right?
Yeah.
And so they started a couple years ago, they'd go up and ride it all in one day.
That's right.
But getting rides up there and getting dropped off isn't that easy. Hey, buddy, will you drive, 3-hour round trip to drop me off? Right. So that type of transport. So is that something when you guys say, hey, I want to go with my gravel, drop me off, and I'll meet you back at the beginning and provide that?
Absolutely. One thing we looked at is, utilizing some bike racks for the vehicles, having some ways so we can get some kayaks and some canoes in places. Perfect. Because again, if you're traveling here, you might not have all that stuff on hand. So we want to work with other local businesses too. So we don't have to provide all that stuff. You got some great small companies here who are doing the biking and the kayaking and all that stuff. And maybe they're just missing the transportation component. We love to work with them and help out and be part of that solution.
That's great because they're working on connecting some trails, but there's some trails where you just want to start and end at a different place, and then you're like, especially on the water, right, where you want to put in and get So
and especially if you're a tourist, which is what we're looking for.
Right. And then how do you connect all that stuff?
Correct.
Right? Because now you're trying to look at Google, look at Facebook, call 5 different companies, and it gets convoluted and confusing, and you're not really sure if you're in the north part of the state or the south part of the state because it might actually connect to the east part of the state.
Exactly.
And so we want to try to be part of that solution to make all that easy for people.
That's great.
And help people out.
I love seeing that.
And I think that's really great and needed for that Fayetteville area with it getting overwhelmed with visitors in each of those small towns. And so you really do need to help the people help themselves.
And that was one of the things that we were kind of hearing is I've got a sister who lives down in the Fayetteville area and she runs a cool shop down there, New River's Inn. And she said, Jeb, nobody can get to the trailheads at peak season. There are cars parked all over the place. They're towing them out of here. And so that's a perfect solution for us. We can definitely get some vehicles in the area. We can start getting people to the trailheads.
Oh, I agree with it.
Grab a beer on the way, whatever it may be. We can try to help people do the events with
Endless wall hike, there's nowhere to park under there. So, yeah.
So that's an easy solution for us.
That's nice. Get picked up, dropped off, picked back up, and
Have a little trailhead.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
And that's going to provide a better experience for the visitors, because nothing worse than coming off a hike and your car not being there.
Then what are you going to do? Because you next to a cell phone. Exactly. You don't know how to contact anybody.
You're walking a country road trying to get back to fair.
So really, you are looking ahead. I mean, some of these other national parks that have been overwhelmed, they are going to where it's scheduled times and you have to get on a shuttle to get to the trailhead. And so hopefully you're solving it.
Yeah.
Or at least a part of the solution. We never look to solve everything, but we want to be part of the solution. That's why this event's so great, is because you can come here and communicate. So many other people are doing so many cool things, and everybody's kind of got a little niche or a little follower. And by working together and communicating together, we can provide better tourism and better economic outcomes for West Virginia. So
we're collaboration, every interview.
Yeah,
it's great.
Collaborate,
So it's
coordinate, work together. I mean, it's just
Well, have you been happy with it? I mean, you guys have been a big supporter. And what's your take on the first annual or inaugural? Is that the right one? Yeah, inaugural summit. Has it been good for you guys?
yeah. I mean, we saw the opportunity of sponsorship. We signed right now.
Perfect.
We said this is exactly what we want to go to. This is what we want to do. This is going to be the place to do it.
Perfect.
So we definitely signed up to be a sponsor. We've had a great time here. We got our tent and booth down there.
Love it.
People have been hanging out in the Link Lounge, having a good time. We've been talking to all kinds of different people. It's a fantastic event.
Glad to hear it. And
Thanks for being a sponsor, and thanks for being an entrepreneur, because that's what
It's a thankless job, so that keeps thinking. It can be tough.
well, Zeb, thanks for coming by and enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.